sitting here. You ain't heard from Nick? I'm listening here, listening to you. I ain't started the game. No, I'm not playing, man. I'm sitting here just sitting here.
Are you playing any video game whatsoever?
No, I'm not playing a game. Like the stick sitting on the dresser. The stick sitting on the dresser. Dresser.
I told you about the message you sent me Wednesday, right?
Right.
Jeff, I have to go to the doctor today. It's serious. I'll tell you why if you really want to know. I'm trying to have time off. I'll bring paperwork. It's no bullshit.
Yeah.
That was Wednesday. Yesterday was Saturday. I got a picture from him Saturday. So Thursday, Friday, 3 days later, I got a note from him. And it doesn't say what all went on. Severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2 not detected. So,
He need to quit fucking playing the game.
I said, but also see my doctor and he got me some meds. I wrote, what was the issue? I'd rather leave it as I had a cold. I did have a fever, throwing up, and body aches, but it was something else rather not say. I wrote, corporate will ask, as the info supplied doesn't. I wrote, contagious. I wrote, the info doesn't stay able to return. He wrote, it says not detected. I'll have to leave it up to corporate. You have been absent a while. He says, okay, so that means you can't return to work until they prove they will be concerned about health risks. He says, okay. You're not really
Today, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. On the left side, a catch by White. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily, you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
It's not like I can't play the game just in this.
They'll drop it underneath to White, and they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
36-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
The bread was for us like the money maker. You know what I mean? Like for us in this situation. And I was like, man, you gotta have home on the score to say, baby, I'm gonna have to work. I said, because they
Allen gonna throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Right.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's light. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Looks like a 2nd empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Miami set to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Dolphins nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and now he's going to use his legs. Allen hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and this is brought all the way back. quarterback, a fumble recovery, and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
2-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I don't know why.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Man, Jeff, you know what? I was trying to claim that.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon Davis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Back at the 25-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or one is there waiting for him to take off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen flushed out right. He'll try and run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now Allen on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Singletary, they'll run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
To number 80.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, Bank at the 39-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught at the 25. So we've hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
She probably think you weird though, Jim. She gonna try to fuck you around. You got your toenail right there.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
She like mine too if I go over and talk to her.
From the gun, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 48.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Allen's throw is complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yep. That's exactly who she is, like she named. And now she done got behind this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line.
How you
Because
know
ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
You can't tell me nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. Who's going to make the play that changes that? Maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
On second down and 4. Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. To the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll throw from the gun. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now White. And he is going to lose yardage here.
White, the ball carrier.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He completes it right side to White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
James White.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, Allen escaping the pressure. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down and goal at the 2.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
This is part of the exit.
Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Singletary. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They will run with Singletary. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Singletary again, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gordon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Because I couldn't put him in my truck and ride with him. Man, I don't know. I ain't feel like fucking with him, but he was calling him up. Man, that's fucked up. Why you say it like that, man? That's fucked up. Yeah. For real? Damn. I didn't know that. Yeah, I ran through them gloves like actually. No, actually, if you ask the guys that was around, they 50. They was actually 50 and wet. Cause a lot of that AC had that diesel on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fucking with the gun, fucking with the AC, moving the AC, picking it up, moving it. They was filthy, man. They had fucking soaked through. Wasn't else I can do with them. Yeah, you think I'm finna fucking get, now you fucking jinxing me. You think I'm finna get penitentiary Marvin gloves? Marvin had all them fucking gloves. All them gloves right there in the middle of that fucking AC tank at the end of the unloading pump.
On what tank?
The unloading pump.
On which set? Which one? 1 and 2 or 3?
It ain't 3, it's 2.
I got news for you. I seen a whole pile of fucking gloves. I thought it was on 3 around the network.
That's 2. It's on.
Okay, well then throw them the fuck away. Ain't no fucking good.
Them Marvin penitentiary gloves.
I don't give a fuck about them. Who's out there right now serving hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah, I wasn't finna fuck with them gloves. I said, man, motherfucker gonna throw them gloves up there before he leave, man. I said, fuck you trying to do? Jinx me?
Wrong way. Alright. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You got your license for the night?
Yeah.
Alright, fucking one.
All right, man.
Alright, bye.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first 25-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I know some. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the... Allen gonna go on 4th down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Allen to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. He's at the 50. 30, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Buying, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On third down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At their 48-yard
on the crossing route, complete. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bills, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.